Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Wow.
I work out how to do them, so I've just had to be a bit more creative. How we going?
Had some budget cuts at Worldwide Reselling. We're down to paper and pen now, so
Yeah,
budget cuts all around.
Yeah.
Budget cuts. I like the budget cut.
absolute budget cuts here. I'll get into that when it comes to dog shit. But how we going? You cruising along right?
not bad for a Sunday.
Not bad.
well.
Let's see, go. So a quick look in the chat, and it just jumped off the thrift. G'day all.
What's up, Thrift?
Irish Picker of Perth. I'll leave this one to you boys. You guys know it.
Rack Raiders.
So, what's going on, mate?
Go boot.
Rip North style. This one's for you, Hollywood. You love this one, I know it.
We be flipping good stuff.
Every time.
Oh man.
David, how are you, mate? The better half of the two Aussie Thrifters, Jazz is in. The better half of Look Mum Hustling's in. Kaz Reseller. Cool. Welcome, everyone. Dropping in. So how's the week been, boys? Cruising along nicely, slow, picked up.
Yeah. Ours was pretty good. I didn't go out thrifting this weekend, which is a freaking miracle.
You got enough shit.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, just a lot of listing and some good sales, which is nice. But yeah, definitely pumping out listings. So hopefully it continues.
Beautiful. Drew?
Yeah, sales have been all right. Nothing crazy. Not stoked about them, but not disappointed. But we did source heaps of stuff that we got to get onto through this week. So happy with that side of things. Definitely got plenty of items to list. So no dry spells. So can't complain, really.
It's not all dried up.
Not it's still
a little
moisture.
It's got a little bit of moisture there. Yeah, no, okay week. Wasn't the best week, but to be honest, I didn't do much except for play some video games and a little bit of listings and a little bit of selling, and that's what you do when you're on holidays, is drinking every night and enjoying. I did go one thrift. I did one thrift. I had 7 days off, and I did one thrift. But I did send you boys some pictures of some of the stuff I did get. I can't enter a couple of the stuff I got because I can't find the receipt, and this son of a bitch right here won't let me bloody put it in because I don't have a receipt. It's on my bank account. I found the receipts for the other ones, for the salvage yard where I got the. I'll go grab that later on so I can show you, because it's a weird one. It's like the first iPad ever or something. But yeah, it's a spin out. So I can enter those. But the one thing that I want to enter, I don't have the two things, because that was both from Salvos. $10 each. One was that, what are they called? That Xbox One Skylanders game. I can get about $200 for that. And then that printer cartridge. You should let me enter it, because I wouldn't have brought it if I didn't have knowledge from your videos.
I don't know why that would make me want you to enter it.
I just want to put a couple more things in, get a sales to get this box of basketball cards.
Judder might shoot me if I let that one fly through, so I'm not risking the wrath of Judder.
Where on to you?
We'll do a joint purchase. We'll split the pack of cards 50-50.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I can do that. But do you want? Yeah, well, we're down on 30 and 40 and all that. Why not?
Yeah, we're going to go some great lengths at this point to get up in that top 20, top 10. Jeez.
Why not? I'm doing that. And I want the expensive bit. Oh, and I nearly and I'll tell you now. There's basketball cards. I shouldn't fucking actually tell everyone online, because then they'll go get them. So Drew, you get onto it first. But Kmart have the packs, the single packs of basketball cards. The not hoops. I can't think of what they are called now in my head. But
John Ross.
Oh, it's one of the two, but a box of them are selling for $170 at the moment, and they're selling, and there's 10 packets in a box. they're selling $6 packets individual at Kmart. We rang every single Kmart in WA when Kelly found it online, and they're all sold out in WA. So get on it because, those basketball cards, man.
I keep an eye on them, but those ones are always gone, especially like Kmart and stuff. People are onto them straight away.
They must have been onto it beforehand because it said you could only order online. You can't go in store, and someone has fucking snagged them all up. So we're not happy because I was laughing and I was going to use what was left in the kitty to to start the basketball. Yeah.
For me, sales were pretty good through the week, but it was like really slow Friday, Saturday, and then just an influx of sales today, just nuts. And just mental on the jeans. I think I've sold so many pairs of jeans. They've just gone mental this week. So that was pretty sweet. So happy with that.
Actually, I sold 2 pairs of jeans last week. It's funny you say that. Even Kelly said, "Fucking holy hell, the jeans are selling." So not that I have many pairs, but yeah.
You still attacking clothes pretty hard now? You sort of grab a fair bit of it? Or?
Look, this week I was looking more at electronics stuff and all that because we've still got a couple of tubs of clothes. And when I say a couple of tubs, our tubs aren't huge of clothes, but we're just going slow on the clothes compared to all the other stuff that does good for us while we're still learning, because there's no point getting crazy amounts of stuff of brands that you don't know work well for you and all that. So while everything else is going good for us over that side of the column, we'll go slow on the clothes and work out what works for us and what doesn't work for us, and then go there, and then we can go crazy. But it's all learning. That part of the world of the reselling for me still is all the learning, and then the other half is I can just not look anything up and just grab it. So while we're still learning over in that section, like you 3 boys, you do great. You can walk in and you know what brands go good. But for me, I still walk in and I'm like, I have to look this up. I can't remember this brand of jeans, or I can only remember certain brands of jeans, which I know when you talk about certain brands of jeans, like your Dragon jeans, which I still never found. I've still never seen a pair. So I kind of know what the logo looks like, but
Judd is on a Dragon.
I hadn't seen a pair. Yeah, I hadn't seen a pair in my whole time as a reseller until 4 weeks ago. I found my first pair, and since then I've now found 4. So it's funny how they come in waves. 2 of them come from the same Vinnies. I went in. The first pair I found was a women's pair in the men's section. I went back a week later and found a men's pair. So I'm thinking they were a couple, and somehow that one's come in a bit later. So that was pretty cool. One I did buy off Facebook Marketplace. I paid a bit more for that. It was around $20-25, which is still good because they flipped quick, and it was still a good profit. And then found another pair the other day which actually had a new tag, like a new logo on the arse of it, which I'd never seen before. It was a bit different, so that was cool.
It's funny.
Sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say it's funny how you learn all those different brands and all that as you go along. But a lot of the I think like the last 3 or 4 pairs of jeans that I have brought, and I've brought them home, and when Kelly's taken photos of them and done the draft email for me to list, when I've gone on to list, she's written female jeans, and I've asked her, I got them from the men's section. It's lucky that, you know what I mean? It's so lucky that we have other people helping us as well that kind of know the difference, because I got them from the men's section. I would have said they were men's jeans. So,
yeah. Some of them can be tough, like to tell. Like some of them that are like more of that sort of unisex cut and have the deeper pockets, you don't know, because most of the time the men's jeans will have the deeper pockets and the women's ones only have short ones and the buttons and stuff. But sometimes, like, there's been ones that I can't even tell. I'm like, man, then I have to measure the rise, and even the rise sometimes doesn't come out right. I'm like,
have you guys ever listed them as men's jeans when they've been females and had a return? Or
I don't think I've ever had one for doing it incorrect. There's probably been 1 or 2 that it could have went either way. Like there's a couple brands that they measure everything in like 28, 30, 32, 34, even men's and women's.
Yeah.
So they're those ones you kind of, it's not a huge deal, but yeah, usually you can tell. But there's 1 or 2 brands that still stump me. I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah. I've had ones listed like when I first started doing jeans. I used to look up the codes and all that sort of stuff and find the same pair and sell similar everything. I now do it from scratch. I do my own listings
Oh yeah.
from the bottom. But when I first started, I do sell similar, and I wasn't looking at item specifics properly and all that sort of thing. And some people would have the wrong shit in the wrong spots. They'd have everything listed as men's jeans, but it'd be in the women's and all that shit. So I'd get a message off potential buyers: are these dudes or are they chicks' jeans? I'm like, well, it says in the title they're dudes. What do you think they are, mate? And then they have a look. No, but in the description, in the specifics, it's saying women's. But that's my fault for going to similar. But I learned from that pretty quick. But yeah, that does happen. So, but I don't do that anymore on the jeans or any clothing, to be honest.
So we've never sold the wrong gender or anything. I think we've done it once for like a jacket that was a bit of like a confusing fit, and the buttons on the front were a bit off, but never for jeans. But you could easily list them incorrectly. Luckily for us, the ones that we've had haven't really been on the fence. It's sort of been quite clear who it's for. But yeah.
The ones that are tougher, like nudies, sometimes some of the nudies are quite like in between. Like you even look up the title, and some of the photos they have is men's and some they have is women's. So you're like, well, that doesn't really help me. Like, what am I going to do?
So we've got 28 in. Thank you, everyone, for dropping in. Tori is in. Here you go. And Cara is in. At the moment, I am actually not speaking to my husband because they were chopping my football side up. But I only got to half time, so I'll watch the second half after the stream. Upper Deck, is that the cards you boys were talking about?
No, they don't have. Only Panini have the license to NBA cards now.
Oh, Fleer, sort of thing.
Panini.
No longer than that.
No, Fleers are, I think, baseball and something else. They used to do basketball, but yeah, it's just Panini at the moment. They have all the different offshoots of different types of product throughout the year.
Herb's in. What up, Herb? That's a new one to me, I think. Not sure if I've seen Herb. Cara, need more jeans. Yeah, they're doing really well for me, so I assume they're going well for you too, Brad and Drew. That's sort of your main thing.
Selling at sort of the normal rate, but we haven't found, like, I haven't bought that many in the last 2 or 3 thrifts. So I don't know if people, all the op shops here are like cleared out. All the art and all the paintings that are usually along the top of the walls are all gone. All the racks are like half empty. All the brick racks like half empty. I think they're just throwing shit out down here or up here.
Wow. Yeah, we've had pretty decent sales in jeans because we've got that big lot of RMs from that other guy. Just been listing them slowly and they've been going pretty well, so it's nice.
Tony's in. What up, mate? Ben. Ben's in. Should do more jeans. Listed one and sold in a few hours. Never picked them up. Yeah, I used to hate jeans.
Oh yeah, that's a new release. I haven't looked into those ones yet.
Apparently they go pretty good. I've watched some.
Kmart's got those.
What's that?
The one that at Kmart, or
that's the Kmart ones, yeah. Okay. And a box of them goes for $160 sold on eBay.
Wow.
And then they're selling individual packets as well for like $25-$30. So they're for sale for $6, but all of ours are sold out.
If you could get your hands on that and hold it, I would just resell it sealed at the end of the playoffs, and you'd probably get double.
Oh yeah. But then, imagine if there's a rookie card in there.
Lots of green going on. Sam has found her first pair a couple of weeks ago. Also have Honda branding on them. Dragons. Yeah, they're so quick too. This new pair that I've picked up, I just listed way higher than I've listed the others, and I put it in the $5 challenge. So it's got a few watches already. They move super quick.
I think you said you hadn't seen them for a whole year. We've never seen them. We've seen obviously Brad and that picked them up. The logo on the back tag is like quite distinctive. It stands out to everything else that we see. So should see some soon. I need a fucking one of these bingo items finally.
Yeah. How is everyone tracking for bingo? Where are we at?
I think I'm at 3 because we picked up an item that we had sold before, so that was another bingo. A pair of Kathmandu boots. exactly the same pair, exactly the same size actually, which was pretty unusual. And then we found the dragons and the RMs. So I think we're at 3. Yeah.
I think I'm at 5 or 6. I want to get the list actually. I want to get the list.
Shit. Yeah, I'm at.
It's enough, I think.
I'm at 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I found an item that I'd sold. Found that again. That was a real old school Guinness Book of Records. I've actually found it 3 times and sold it 3 times. Now I got $30 for it, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
What was that one? Find something you've sold. Fuck up! I seen it the other day that I've sold. You pick it up and you have to pick it up and resell it. Is that the goal?
Yeah, you just got to buy it. Something you had to have sold it before, then rebuy it.
God damn it! Could have one.
You should have got it. Yeah. So I did that. I've done dragons. And I did another one. I can't remember what it was.
AFL?
Though. No, I haven't picked up in an op shop a club from another state.
Then what about the Gold Coast?
No, that was a polo shirt.
I'm
sure I don't know. I can't remember now.
You didn't get the Polar Ralph Lauren Game Boy or whatever it was, did you?
Yeah, no, I can't even remember what that is, to be honest. Yeah, it'll come to me later. I'll remember later. So I got Jesse.
I've only got 4. So I've only got a 90s Batman item, which was a
that's the
Batman.
one. I got one of them.
Yeah, it was Batman. Yeah, it was a Batman VHS tape.
I got a toy. That's right.
A vintage Star Wars shirt I found. Something that you've sold and then found again. Found again. And then an AFL jersey. And that was it for me.
I don't think there'll be too many more than probably 6, maybe 7 that are sort of viable finds, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll make it easier next year. We'll make it fucking good. We'll make it really, really good. But we're keeping Hero Quest on there. That is because Hero Quest is the grail. That is your bingo, basically. If you find that, you've won.
Did you see Pickers Junction's Kira found the space one? What's the space one called? The one after it?
Yeah, Space Crusade. I found that one this year as well.
She went to a deceased estate like midweek and picked up 7 or 8 boxes of D&D books and that Space Crusaders plus a whole bunch of other stuff for $1,100. So she did quite well.
Oh, nice. I got Space Crusade for $10. I kept that for myself. That's in my wardrobe. I ain't selling that. But I want the Spice Girls shirt off that list.
That'd be cool.
So I've got one in his tips. I'm not far in front of you there, mate. I'm struggling.
I think I got
one. Anna's in. Hey, lads.
There's no AFL. I've never seen an AFL jersey. Hey, on 50 odd. If I go once a week, that's 50 odd trips I've been on. I've never seen an AFL jersey.
I guess
because you live in.
It's not huge in New South Wales. Hey, it's more.
There's some pocket somewhere where someone's donating something though. It's crazy.
I don't see a lot in op shops either. Good ones. I see a lot of the Target knockoffs. I see a lot of the Bali ones. A lot of the shit, but I don't see good ones. But the unique designs, if you can land an Indigenous jumper or something from 5 or 6 years ago that was a one-off. So say if these days when players have milestone games, so if they play 300 games, they get to kind of help design the jumper they wear. So they'll only sell a select amount of those, and then eventually they go out of circulation. There's nothing on eBay. You put one up and they go for stupid money. People still collect the retails and pay big dollars for them. And I've done that with a lot of them. So
look at this one, full screen. This one, I forgot to send this to you. This was from Salvo's the other day when I went. 104. They wanted $114 for this jersey. It was up the top, so I couldn't even grab it down. $114, 3XL. The price up there, but
why?
Why 114? That's such a weird number.
Is it?
What I want to know, was there a number on the back?
It was too high up. It was way, way, way high. I couldn't even reach that, so I just took a photo. $114.
Are you thinking match one, Judder, or match?
Potentially an issue, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
Looks pretty
It's bizarre.
clean, doesn't it? But it's
Looks
I don't
pretty,
know why.
looks pretty clean.
I don't know why they'd have a such a high price on a GWS footy Guernsey in WA. So,
Looks clean as all hell.
They,
That's hell. I couldn't believe
they have
it. I was,
probably, you know what they've probably done? They've probably looked on eBay for a GWS Indigenous football jumper, and they've seen probably a player
that was
issue.
Anzac Day.
Anzac Day, yep. Probably listed for ridiculous money, and they've gone half that, and then thought they've got a good price on that. So
Yeah, and he's saying that he thinks it's a player issue as well. Anzac Day, he's saying, which would make sense. Because if it's 3X, it didn't look like 3X, so it'd be like a, yeah.
you know what I'm thinking? What year was that? Off the top of my head, I can't pick that exact year. Maybe I've got a theory. I know we don't talk footy these days. I've got a theory. Maybe your boy, the big knitted condom, has cruised over there. Rory Lobb. He'd be a 3XL. He's a big unit. Ditched all his GWS shit. He's a Freo boy now.
Yeah.
Never know.
You're in there, Rob. Just ask him to pull it down.
I should have asked him to pull it down, but I was just disgusted in the price, and I said, "Oh, I just want to take a photo for me, mate." Took a photo. I was like,
I tell you what,
me.
if there's a GPS pocket in it and there's a number on the back, you buy that for $114.
Oh yeah.
You'll turn it
But
into $3.
it didn't look like play. It didn't look. It looked clean as all hell. That was,
If it's only an issue, they'll be still clean. So
yeah.
So yeah, I'd be sussing it out. I'd have a sniff around, but I highly doubt it. Got some G-Star and Levi's here that need measuring. That changes it up from the RMs, Brad.
Oh, yeah. Same process, different pair of jeans.
All has them jizz man. Right, the chat has just jumped.
Jizz man.
Bit of bartering going on. The chat has just jumped again. Check for a GPS pocket next time. Absolutely. MX Wake, know their stuff. Slice of cheesecake and a Harry Potter.
offer. It's a good offer. I'd count it with 2 slices.
Big Mummy. Could be Big Mummy. They're all saying Mummy. Big Mummy.
Now I wish I got her to pull it down, but
yeah.
She was one of those workers that didn't want to fucking do anything. So
Look, I highly doubt it, but
I doubt it.
I mean, I don't know how something so recent. It's heard of. In Victoria, a couple of guys I speak to that are in the city. I talk to them pretty regularly, and they've picked up stuff and shown me, and I was just like, "Holy shit! That's how the fuck did that end up in an op shop?" But obviously, some players just have no attachment to their shit whatsoever. They get given 5, 10, 20 jumpers a year that just get in the cupboard. And some of them don't even think twice about it. They just donate it. They give it away. Some of them, they'll give it to their fans. Some they'll just give it to family and ends up in op shops. And funnily enough, a guy that, we all speak to now pretty regularly picked up a bit of Darcy Moore stuff out of an op shop, and it was all 100% legit. I couldn't prove if it was worn, but it was definitely his stuff. So it is there. And it's worth good money, but very rare. I know actually Mummy Monkey that's in the chat, Carly, she picked up a player issue too for the $5 thrift challenge. So yeah, you can get them, and they're worth a lot of money if you can. So absolute bolos. Speaking of bolos, what's your best sale for the week, lads?
Jesus.
I'll pop that on his last week.
Your favourite.
Oh, I can't even think. It's just so many. I can't remember them all,
I'll start with mine then. I'll go with I suppose it's something different for me. It was a DVD one. I don't pick up a lot of DVDs normally, but I do if I can get them in a bulk lot or anyway. I picked up a free lot a while ago, and there's a lot of Top Gear stuff in there. So I bundled it all together, and I kind of had to guess my way through a price, but put it up, and it went for $180 plus posts. So
Nice.
20 I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. So apparently, Top Gear DVDs go all right. People still want that stuff. Not for me, but look, if you can get them cheap enough, throw them in a bundle. They go well.
Always bundle.
When you sent me that photo, I almost fell off my chair. I was like, far out. That's a good price on top.
Yeah.
Still looking.
This was probably ours, just because it was cheap, and we sat on it for fucking like 8 or 9 months. It's a Levi's
Oh, cool.
Parker jacket type thing, super plain, and just black Levi's, $4 to 69. But it was
Nice.
just nice to get rid of it after so long. That's probably my favorite. Get rid of that dead rock, that old shit.
You'll probably like this one, Judder. It was that Evil Dead NECA, Evil Dead 2 NECA, $150 we sold that for. That was nice.
Nice.
That's a Oppie find?
Sorry? No, that was from the big collector lot that we bought ages ago. I had it super high. I had it like $240 because I couldn't find much on it, like sealed. So I had it high, and I got an offer of like $120. I just counted at $150 because I was like, I paid like $5-10 for each item. So like, yeah, I'll take $150.
Evil Dead fans pay fucking a lot of money for their stupid shit. They do.
Yep. I love Evil Dead, and I love getting Evil Dead stuff, but I can't compete with some of the prices because I get way too much shit. And if I can get it cheap enough, I keep that stuff. But some of the stuff is insane.
If you get a rare find, that was my best sale the other day. I sent it to his boy, $175 for that Walkman.
That was awesome.
Plus, they paid their own postage. The pricks.
That's insane. Hey, like $175 for that. Like,
that was
just pay.
$5. Pay $5, and that was why I went to that place again and found some more.
Well, you got some good stuff from there, man. Like that thing was pretty unique. Like I couldn't find anything on it, so
I dig through that shit. I'll go grab it.
While you're doing that, we've got a couple of good sales in the chat. We'll go through them. Well, if I can get it up. Toby, best sales 110 VHS tapes for $55. Got some space back. Yeah, you're smashing through them. I reckon we may have a new VHS king in Toby. He is cleaning up in that stuff. Carly, Kids Crow's jacket at $20. That's still good. If you get the profit, still really good.
You're lucky to sell Crow shit at the moment. So
yeah. Dragon Ball GT Lost Episodes, $120, paid under 20.
Very nice.
Really good. Deadly sales. 50-cent flush into 99 plus post. That's insanity.
And that was like same week she picked it up, I'm pretty sure. Like she picked it up maybe last week and sold early this week. So yeah.
What was it? I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was, like this weird looking thing. I should have to tell you, but it just looked weird. I don't even know what it was. It was strange.
Yes, plush still sell apparently, but a lot of the shit that I get, I can't move anymore. Stop looking at it.
I just give mine to Archie, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's definitely money in it, but you just have to know that it's so well. So I just don't spend time looking at it because there's heaps of other categories that I know better than that. I should learn it because I'm sure there's money in it, but
yeah. Kaz, Canadian Club jumper, $6 into $58.99. That's
was it
that's right.
that bought that?
Fancy buddy.
Senti Buddy, the rarest you can get. There's a bolo for everyone. Keep your eye out for them. Ben had a coat, $35 into $200. That is a ripper. What sort of coat was that, Ben? I'd love to know. Love to know, especially if it's a new brand to me. I'm always open to learning new things.
Jackets are awesome for that sort of stuff. Like,
yeah.
Did you get that?
You ready? I just noticed I've got the fucking flipper curse on the back of it. Fucking someone's written their name on the back on the box. But that's all right.
I've been sent 4 messages from people. A couple I speak to a bit. A couple of them I didn't actually know personally. Hashtag flipper curse. That's
It's catching on because it is a fucking thing. It's a flipper curse. I just got the flipper curse on the back of this. I didn't even realise until now.
More contagious than COVID.
It's annoying. All right. The first ever tablet
Fucking hell.
from Radio Shack.
I went reasonably deep on trying to find comps on that, and I couldn't. I might have to have another look at research, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fucking sweet, eh? Look at that! Look at that old big screen, that Judder.
You could have a I'm trying. Me fucking computer's been a dickhead.
Is it like touch sensitive? How does that work?
I use a pen on it, I guess, and it's on
Is it
that
like
old.
an etch a sketch, like digitized or something into the computer?
Instantly displays your graphics input onto the TRS 80 color computer screen.
That's heck.
Not bad for $10. Not bad for $10.
Yeah,
And still got the styrofoam in there and everything, so all the original shit is in there.
How are you going to test?
Test over the computer. It's hard enough to beat it with chess.
Untested. Going to sell it untested. This should go all right.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Like price?
I don't know. Kelly reckons.
Go stupid high on it. Go like 300
Yeah.
bucks.
Fuck, Kelly said go put it on $1,000.
Yeah, I would.
You can try.
You could try. Yeah. You can only
If you
try.
cannot find anything on it, use your keyword price high with offers and just see what comes. International. Someone
Radio
from America buy that.
It is from America because it's Radio Shack.
Yeah, someone from America buy
I've
that.
never seen anything like that. It's so crazy.
But what is she even fucking doing on that screen there? Look at the green part there. Fucking the graphics that she's drawing.
Playing no.
Yeah, she's like making her own freaking Tetris or Solitude or something.
That's crazy.
It's different.
She's stoked though. Look at her. Where is she? She's fucking happy as shit.
fucking
She's looking at her hand. Anyway, cool. So $1,000. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah,
I've got the
man.
receipt for that one, so that's going in the fucking competition.
Challenge item.
Challenge item. Challenge item.
The brand of that coat was Bancroft. Have you boys ever sold Bancroft?
No, it's not one I know of.
One to keep an eye out for.
Doesn't sound familiar. Was it like a suit jacket, like a suit type or suit coat, or just like a winter coat? Do tell.
Yeah. Be interested. Interested? No, that's a movie prop waiting to happen for sure.
Yeah,
Digital drawing tablet. I've got one. But
no, it's not agent. No. Was there a date on it, Rob? Or?
No, there's no dates. There's no dates on it. So once I dig into it and get the manual out and all that, then we're gonna get more answers. We're gonna get more answers.
I've never seen one down here. It's random.
The
Random or hell, but I'll tell you what. If it gives me
like early 90s or something, I would like as a guess from the picture.
Nah, it's definitely 80s. That TV, that monitor is definitely 70s or 80s.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, true. It's got that
Do hair.
old
Look at her hair.
old.
Got the
I've
fringe.
got a question. Is anyone having problems with promoted listings on the eBay app? Mine has stopped working.
I haven't done mine since Friday. Friday they were fine, so I don't know what's happened between now and then. But
Yeah, I haven't done any for over a week, and it was all good. I do it more so not on the app. I go out of the app onto the desktop site and promote it at once. So I don't use the app for it anymore.
I haven't noticed anything. I think mine ended on Friday. I haven't touched it since, so I couldn't say.
I know people can't do it on mobile, but can on laptop. doing it on the mobile for months and months. Yeah, no, it gives me the option to do it on the app, but
You can do it in bulk on the phone? I didn't know that.
No, I haven't. I do it. I don't actually use the app to do the promoted. I actually go into. I bookmark the actual desktop site on my phone, so it's next to the eBay app.
Gotcha.
So if I need to do extra stuff that I'd normally do on the computer, when I'm not at home, when I'm out and about, or if I'm at work or something, I can quickly do it by just going to the website. So
need the Seller Hub or whatever. Yeah.
Frankie's in the house.
Frankie.
And it was a long overcoat thing. So, yeah.
I love that when you don't know what it's called, so you just add "thing" to the end of it. When you're like, it's jacket thing.
Hot tip: don't try that in an eBay listing, though.
No, it doesn't go down well, does it?
They're really cool. You have to wear a special Michael Jackson glove for smudges. And you boys beat me to it, but Frank's in. What up, Frank? Rob, possibly TRS-80 color computer.
It does say TRS-80 on there.
There you go.
So there we go. Hunt down some more info.
Never that was out. Yeah.
It's an XPad. XPad.
Yeah. 2 words for you.
X Games.
I draw it.
Draw it.
Yep, not working for Kaz either. Maybe the app's got a bit of a...
Yeah, right. I'm the same as Judder. I do everything from the desktop version because I just find it more efficient.
Yeah, I have promoted listings on the app. Don't get me wrong. When they come up, recommended, I haven't promoted it. Oh shit, I better do that, and I'll do it. But yeah, I tend to kind of do it weekly. I don't do it when I list. So I'll go through and all my non-promoted items. I'll go through and pick what I need to do and do it then.
You let it run for a whole week? Is that what you mean, or?
No, I keep all my stuff promoted. I've been experimenting still, kind of like Brad's mentioned about dropping the promotions, re-promoting. I just kind of play around with it now. So usually once a month, I actually can all of it, my whole store, and then re-promote everything.
Yeah, I do it every 3 to 4 days. I do that, drop everything.
Oh, really? Yeah, I sort of do a monthly, and it does. I feel like I get a boost out of it. It's kind of when it starts to get slow. If I do that, I've got this thing with algorithms. We all think we know a bit about it. Realistically, we know nothing about it. We all have theories on it. And it's whatever keeps you happy is, in my opinion. But something that I find works, I think there's a 2-day gap for me. It seems to be if I go quiet on the listing and then have a day where I go hard for 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days later, that's when the sales start to pick up. And it's the same with that. If I re-promote everything, I find 2 days later, then I have a stupid day of sales. It picks up and the percentage of sales goes up. That's just my opinion, and that's how I feel. But
I definitely agree with the listing. Like listing seems to take 36 to sort of 48 before it seems to make a big impact. And then promoted sort of happens a bit quicker for me, but that might be because I'm doing shorter turnarounds. So I think eBay works out what you're doing, and that's when, like, if you sort of listing 10 consistently and you drop down and you're doing 2, then it goes, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I think it likes consistency, and I feel like it's picked up my cycle of promoting now, so it knows when I'm gonna like do it. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, so many theories around it. What do you boys reckon?
Twice a week and let it just sit off for a day or something?
Well, I do it Friday at like lunchtime because I feel like it gives enough time for it to register, and then it sort of picks up for the Friday night. And then I'll either redo it Monday or Tuesday, depending on what my impressions are looking like. And sometimes I even do it just Thursday and then do it again Friday. So sometimes I do it 3 times a week. Sometimes I do it 2, just depending on my impressions. But Friday, definitely I do it every Friday. Like I drop it Friday and then relist it all Friday lunchtime. And it seems to be pretty consistent for me when I do that. So
yeah, I've played around with it for a few months. I was doing on and off every other, like one day on off. I just do it sort of twice a week now, every couple of, like usually Friday over the weekend, and then do a midweek one and let it sit off for a day, sort of toggle.
My theory with the Friday one is like, obviously we get the most sales on Friday, Saturday, Sunday because that's when most people are buying. And I figure if you're promoting then, you're listing in the front of the buyer at the right time. Like that's my theory behind that. And then impressions start dropping off, so I re-promote just to get those midweek sales. That's just what we do, and it seems to work. Everyone else is, do their own thing and work out what works for you, but that's it. It's for us.
Gotta play with it.
Rob, you don't promote? You don't promote, do you?
No, only when I'm listing. Only when I'm listing them. So I'll promote them when I'm listing them if they're over $20 for like whatever percentage I choose to choose them. But I won't go on and do a big thing like that, like you guys do. But it's always something to look into. So
yeah, it never hurts to play around with stuff because you might find something and think, "Fuck that, done all right." And
but if you're not sure how to do it and you all want Brad to make a video on how to do it, put a number 1 in the comments right now. Put a number 1 in the comments because I would like Brad to show me how to do it properly.
Pretty short video.
That's all right. Short is good. Short is good. Put a number 1 in the comments now. Put a number 1 in the comments.
Spam that chat. Spam that chat. While you spam it, we better get to because generally spam is a bit of dog shit. But
There we go.
here we
Segue.
go. Dog shit. What is your dog shit of the week, boys? I can't see it around.
Looks like a pickle.
Just got a turd.
Looks like a pickle.
I thought it was the fish sauce.
It was just a quick sketch of a corny dog poo. I'm going hot with the graphics tonight, boys.
Did you have any, Judder? Did you have any dog shit?
I'll let you boys go first.
Because yours is right up there.
Right
we had
there.
a couple returns this week. Nothing too dog shit. There's stuff going on, but you know what? I'm not going to let it get on top of me. So no dog shit this week.
Oof, bang! No dog shit. That's what we like to hear. Drew,
What you got?
Not a single thing to complain about. Fucking loving it at the moment. Knock on wood, of course, but loving it.
yeah.
Well, I'm on holidays, so I can't really put dog shit into it because I don't even have to work tomorrow, boys. I don't know about you, but I don't have to work tomorrow. So, there's one thing I want to rant about, which is dog shit. I had an offer for a signed Chris Benoit 8x10, which I have the authenticity certificate with it. Been up for a while. Took a $175 offer, which I'm happy with, but the pricks still haven't paid. And, why do these idiots, dickheads, fucking send us an offer, but then don't pay when you accept it? I just don't get it. And that's been 4 days there, and I'm just going to cancel the fucking thing.
It is annoying when you get those really good sales and then they don't pay. You're just all the hype of it. It's annoying.
Yeah, I had a look at his comments, and a few people have fucking written, "This guy doesn't pay. This guy hasn't paid," and all that. So I'm just going to fucking cancel it.
Yeah, move on.
Move on. Must be a troll. That damn troll.
Freak around.
Definitely send the payment reminder.
Yeah, I sent 10 invoices at least.
Yeah, I will. I might just keep it on there just to annoy him, since he's got so many fucking hasn't paid. But then you don't want to. Don't want to return if he fucking does pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Judder, your dog shit of the week.
Yeah, I had a super mega dog shit. That's I'll make up for you boys this week. I was cruising along, standing in Vinny's on Wednesday, and I got a message from one of the guys I work with that's on another shift telling me they're closing the factory that I work in. So COVID got the better of us, and I'm getting made redundant. So I was a bit disappointed about that.
Yeah.
It's good paying job, pretty cruisy. Long term, what I do was always going to die in the ass. It's so I print newspapers, and I'm not going to state the company that I work for, but if you look in the news, you're probably going to tell pretty quick who that is. But yeah, it was always something that eventually going to be gone. It's everything kind of pushed digital, but it's not exactly something we're expecting just yet. We thought we had 2 to 5 years to go. So us being one of the bigger plants, we thought we'd be around for a little while, and other people get shut down around us, but they just went bang, and that was everyone. So so now I still don't know when I finish. We haven't been given a end date, but in the current economy, I could be doing this full time for a while. So look, could be a blessing in disguise. We should get a payout. It should be fairly healthy. So at least I'll have that behind me. My wife has a good job. She works for herself. She'll always be in work. That's what she does is always going to be around. So yeah, it is what it is, and take it with a grain of salt. I'm not the only one in the world, so I'm not going to sook about it, but it is still fucking dog shit. So
I told you Playboy and Penthouse would stop printing and you'd have to get a job eventually. It all goes to people want it on the internet. They don't want to read the sticky magazines anymore, man. That you didn't want anyone to know. Okay.
No. I did actually discuss some of the things we've done with you boys the other day, but anyway, that's another story. So yeah, now it's a whole new world for me. I've been in full-time work for 15 years, so this will actually be the first time I'm officially unemployed. So yeah, that's is what it is, and we'll try and scale this business up. I think it has been moving pretty well for me part-time and as a hobby. So look, that is what it is. We'll move on. So hopefully it all works out. If not, I do have 2 trades behind me, which is always handy as well. So so it's going to be interesting, but a whole new adventure. But just like a huge shout out to, because I hadn't really made it public to everyone. Just obviously I spoke to you guys and a few other people I'm close to in the reselling world, and just by telling those people, it shows how amazing this community is, because the people that have actually reached out to me has absolutely blown me away. Not even business advice, but just personal advice. People have come to me with offers to sell me stock to help get my business up, because obviously another dog shit. Victoria's cooked again with coronavirus and stuff's closing down. Where I am is kind of safe at the moment. But yeah, people have offered that. I've even had, I'm not going to name names because there's a heap of you. You all know who you are. You're all fucking awesome. I've even had one of my good friends offer to send down nappies and things if I run out of money, like just stuff like that. So huge thumbs up. When there's a dog shit, there's always good behind it. The reselling community is fucking amazing. You're all absolute legends. So thanks a ton. I appreciate it. But look, time to go full-time for a bit, something new, and see what we can get out of it. So I was very anxious through the week, not having a job, but now I'm super excited and I'm pumped to go hard. So we'll see what comes with it. I'll track as much on video as I can, and I'll keep learning with all you, and you'll see how I go. If I fail, I'll share that too. But I'm not ready to do that. So we'll see how it goes.
I'd say
there's my dog shit of the week, and that's that's up there. That's up there with.
I think that takes top spot. I reckon. Like you said, you kind of knew long term it was coming, but you know, not so quickly. But I think having reselling as a backup is, like, it's a blessing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got no doubt, Jada, you're going to kill it. Like, your knowledge in your field, like, you know stuff that I'll never know. You know stuff that other people will never know. Like, and seeing how far you've even come in that short time, you've been able to go full time. You're gonna kill it, man. So,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Head up and keep going, because you're gonna smash it.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And as I said, Kate has a good job. She's a hard worker. She'll pick up a couple of hours too. But the joy is for me, the main thing that I'm kind of stoked about, because of what I was doing, we worked night shift, we worked 12-hour shifts, and now I get my weekends back. I get a lot more family time, you know, and that's more important than anything. So it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. But as I said, to start with, I was super anxious, but the more I think about it, the more excited I get. So it's going to be fun. gonna be
And
fun.
just remember, you're always got to fail before you can succeed in everything. Just the way you learn. And the brilliant part is you've already, while you've been working full time, you've had all those little failures here and there when you've done your learning curves. So now you shouldn't really make any mistakes because you've got it all there. So good luck to you, man.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Appreciate it, boys. Really do. And I'm just lucky I got you guys behind me and everyone else I speak to. There's amazing people out there that have helped me prior to all this. The shit that I've learned, like we were talking about, you were saying before, I'm going in and not too sure about when you grab a pair of jeans or you grab some clothes and you got to switch it up. 12 months ago, I was exactly the same. 12 months ago, I wore fucking Western Bulldogs clothes, Kmart, and the odd horror t-shirt. And that was, I didn't know my ass from my elbow when it come to brand name clothing. Now I don't even look at shit. I just grab it. So you learn along the way, and I was fortunate enough to do that before all this happened. So I thought I had a couple more years before I had to do this, but it's happening now. So I'm excited.
It's good to see you so positive about it, man. Like, fuck, everyone else, like, we'd all get caught up for that first few days or the first week or whatever and get stressed out about it. But to have that mindset of, fuck it, I'm just going to scale this thing up with everything I've learned and just stay positive, hats off to you, man. Cool.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's the difference between, like, successful people and non-successful people. They can turn a negative into a positive. So, yeah, you're already in the right mindset.
Yep. And that's it. And I mean, as I said, it's you know, it's a hard time to get a job too. So it's I'm not the only one. There's no point in sulking, getting my head down. There's 120 of us from just that plant that have lost jobs, and it's not just us. It's the people that work outside the doors too that do all the other bits and pieces. So there's plenty of us, and that's just one plant. So there's more around Australia, and then more companies that do other things. So many people are out of work now. So I'm fortunate I've got this because a lot of people have gone. So, but yeah, it's going to be good. Going to be fun. I mean, Monkey, we're here for each other. Appreciate it, everyone. Thanks very much.
What are your plans? Like, if obviously, like you guys are locking down a bit more in different suburbs and stuff. What are your plans now? Knowing that, do you have a different model? Or are you going to try and attack, just do more of what you've been doing, or attack sort of a new area or something? What's your sort of immediate like goal for the business, I guess?
Definitely, I need to get more contacts and do more wholesale sort of stuff just to scale up, especially with, like you said, the lockdown of things. So I've been in contact with quite a few people recently of just a few little deals I can pick up, a lot of advertising and all that sort of stuff before it happens. So that is one of my main goals, to just hit that really hard because I can't just go around doing op shop stuff. I mean, I could do okay out of it for sure, but you need, as I've said, and something I say a lot, you need to dip your dick in every hole, basically, and that's what I'm going to do. I love learning, so I'm going to study everything, even down to the shit that I'm not interested in. Yes, that'll come last, but that's what you got to do. You got to learn every avenue you can and attack every sort of area. So, but that's the main one, getting on sort of big bulk deals and all that sort of stuff. I'm just talking to a few people, sort of sussing that out, and a lot of advertising to get stuff. And you're going to see a lot of storage unit videos because I'm going to...
I was going to say that. I'm looking forward to when you buy a storage unit, which is 3 times the size of what you realise.
There'll be a lot more of that going on. The only problem with that, they go pretty high these days. People don't nothing, so they're very expensive, but I've got the money sort of backed behind me. I will get a redundancy and I'll throw that into that. So, yeah, but every avenue. And now it gives me the ability not just to attack eBay. I'll get on Depop a bit more. I've been playing with that for the last week or so. Not that I've done any fucking good, but I'll hit that hard, and I'm just going to have to deal with the scum on Facebook. It's not all of them, we know that, but you get the odd dickhead you've got to deal with. I've had through the night, but basically every item I've got, I can just list everywhere, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Plenty of videos to come as well, I'm sure. Plenty of
Yeah, I've been really super slack on videos lately too, so I might have a bit of time up my sleeve. But yes. When Toby got married or done, it was just refreshing to have more time with the kids, family, friends, spend more time on eBay and set himself up. Now he's got another job, hidden blessings, yeah. And that's how I'm looking at it. As I said, doing the 12-hour night shifts, it does drain you. Like physically, I've put on weight just because I'm eating shit at night. I'm breathing in shocking chemicals and dust and really bad, not just for the physical health, but the mental health because you're just not sleeping. Rob, you don't understand that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't do night shifts anymore. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I wanted it full time, and maybe it is a blessing in disguise that now I've been taken. It's been taken off me. So,
yeah.
It when you think about it, I've had more time to do other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the sleep hurts. That sleep hurts, doesn't it?
One thing that kind of annoys me is like when you're at school, right? No one tells you can make your own money. Like no one tells you can work for yourself and like be successful. It's like, oh, go get a job, go to uni, like do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like Judda's going to be moving into something where he's going to be able to work for himself. He's going to spend time with his young kids, and to get to spend more time with a wife and build something for you and your family, not build something for somebody else. So, yeah, all power to you, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. The good thing is too, it's I get to kind of play the stay-at-home dad role a little bit too. Like with Kate, she does her normal work days, but then like she'll have Tuesdays off, but she doesn't really get time to catch up on work and anything like that. She'll be with Eli for the day. So now it's kind of gives her that ability to focus on her work a bit more. On the Tuesday, I get to hang out with my little dude for the whole day. You know, I'll be cooking more dinners and stuff like that and probably help out a bit more around the house because since taking on reselling, I've probably been a bit slack with helping out because doing the 12-hour shifts and then I've put full focus into this as well on the side. So get that normality back, which will be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll stop talking about that. We're at the 57-minute mark, so we're almost done. We've still got 34 hanging around. So thanks very much for dropping in. Frank's saying sleep is good. Yeah. I said I've done 36 hours a weekend of night shift, and I've slept for doing the 36 hours in 3 days and then sleep like 2 to 3 hours, then go back to work for 12 hours. And yeah, by the end of it, you feel drunk. Like it's not even safe to be operating machinery. It's no good.
You do feel hungover and drunk, don't you? When you haven't.
Now I've been on day shift today. Like it's no good. No more night shifts. Lifestyle upgrade, absolutely. So this week, boys, what's coming up on your channels, Brad?
Tuesday night, we're going to do our normal live. We're going to do a challenge update. We've got the guy who sold the $1,500 item coming on. So that'll be cool, Christian. A couple others coming on as well. We've got Ken coming on and Sam. So that'll be pretty cool. Friday we'll drop a vid. I'm not sure if it's going to be an op shop one or have a vid ready to go as well. So we'll see how we go. But just Tuesday and Friday at this point.
Drew?
We haven't filmed anything and edited anything, but we do have the week off together. So plenty of opportunity to make something. I guess we'll be going out thrifting 4 days tomorrow and Tuesday, and surely we'll film something and get it out midweek, maybe Wednesday or something. And then we might try and squeeze a second one in for you guys. Ooh. So potentially 2 videos. I'm not going to promise anything because the last every time you go Sundays are always like, yeah, I got fucking video coming, and it never comes. So potentially 2 videos coming.
Love it. Oh shit! I've been a little bit slack, but I'll get back on the board. I have been busy doing that second channel, the Hack and Slash, just mucking around with that. That's just entertainment for myself for the horror movies. I might put that in the chat if that's all right, Flipper. So if anyone wants to sub to I'll put it in a second. The link to my other YouTube channel.
this. So anyone that catches
Yeah,
up
that'll
with
be cool. It's just for fun. Troll got his own channel and he's just doing horror movie reviews. So I'll chuck that in now in the chat. Every little bit of help helps make it grow. But this is the main channel, the thrifting stuff. And I'm going to do, I don't know if I might do it tonight, later tonight, live. I don't know. I haven't scheduled it or anything like that. I don't care if anyone doesn't watch, but I'm going to go through that. I'm going to do it live and go through that box of all my collectibles that I don't know what's in that big box. So if people want to make offers for stuff that I'm going to sell out of it, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to keep out of there and what I'm going to sell. There's a lot of pops I'm going to sell that I don't have full collections of. And I did get a delivery of, thank you. Also got a delivery of the latest set of He-Man pops. So I'm going to do a video of opening them. I haven't cracked them open yet, so I'm going to open them and go through them. And Wednesday night live for the footy. And, yeah, I'll do some other bits and pieces. And actually, Frankie, if you're listening, I've got next week off. What days have you got off next week? Maybe we should do a thrift together somewhere. But or in WA, see, that's why I didn't go much thrifting this week. I only went to a couple of places because they're all the same shit here in WA. There's not heaps of different ones. And you go online and you cannot find all these little hidden gem ones that aren't advertised. So maybe you've got the 27th off.
Have you tried that fucking the one time I can't say it. Fucking search.com, whatever it is.
What is it?
It's like, fuck.
Send me the link. Send me the link in the op shop search.
Something like that. It's so
Okay.
go on the Google Maps and just type in charity shop or op shop and you get the main ones. But that one generally has a few cheeky ones that you might not have heard of.
Yeah.
It's opshop.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the date this week?
You
I'm
can-
back at work on the 27th.
You can map it as well, so you can like use map or search the area. So you can an area, you can zoom out and go, there's 5 around here, and go to them.
Yeah. You'll find a few church ones or whatever.
Try and send me that link because I want to try and find some different ones like that. Where I got this from, these type of places are just wicked because they're just salvage yard op shops and all that. And I love it. I can try and swap it to this Friday.
Cards or the op shops?
Yeah, man. Huh? It's an op shop, but technicality, someone rang up and checked to say, and it was a horror movie, and it sold as well. It's a fucking classic horror clamshell, that one. But give us a message, Frankie, and maybe
Sweet.
Friday.
Frankie.
That'd be good.
Oh, this isn't a good sign. I watched half the game of my football team, but we got some going on here. And I'm wondering what he's darning about. I think that means I owe Mikhail a box. We had a bet on the
Blue baggers.
and say, I'm not real happy to see you tonight, mate. You can go and get stuffed. I haven't seen the end result, but I'm going to go watch the second half in a minute.
You did say you'll do shooters as well. I can rewind that.
I think I owe 2 shooters and a slab of beer this week.
Mm-hmm.
Fremantle won. I don't remember the other bet. Someone I said was a certainty. Fucking lost. And yeah, Nicole asked to have a box on the game between the Blues and the Dogs. And going by that, I owe a box of beer. So week I've been made redundant. I've got slab gone and 2 shooters. So
See, you've got to fail before you can succeed.
that's right.
So
All week. So that's a bit of dog shit there. But tune in to Rob's channel on Wednesday night at 9 p.m.
yes.
Club if you love your footy. Generally, I'm pretty fired up, so I'll be ranting about someone. I'll be doing shots. By the end of it, I'm probably actually going to be blind drunk. So that's all I've got this week coming up. I was mid filming a video on Wednesday when I got the news of what was happening to my future career. So I have a lot of footage here, and I never even put it together. Then I came home to listen. I was just like in fucking up with the clouds. So I got about 2 things listed and nothing done, and a million phone calls about what was going on. So yeah, I might whack that together and maybe get a video uploaded later in the week. But we'll see what happens. But there's not much coming from me this week. I've got a bit going on. And don't watch the second half.
I've had it on the telly here the whole live. I wouldn't put it on if I was you.
Yeah. No, good. All right, that's me done, then, boys.
Maybe they knew you were going redundant, so the team is just suddenly going to go shit so you can get their jerseys cheaper.
No, we'll be all right. We'll be back. Carlton always frigging beat us. I shouldn't have even had that bet. We struggle against it. But anyway, so Wednesday night we'll be there. Get on everyone's channels. Give them a thumbs up. Give them a sub. You know, all that crap. And where are we next week?
Back at the start of the chain.
There we go. Back on Tour Thrifters.
To Aussie Thrifters channel. So make sure you're there next week. And I'm still copping shit in. That's me done. I'm out. We're out. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Yeah.
Have a good week, everybody.